Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the J.W. Nixon High School commencement ceremony for the class of 2021. At this time, will everyone please rise for a pre-recorded video of the presentation of colors by the JROTC Color Guard under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel Benny Fegan, and please remain standing for the national anthem. The United States and Texas Pledge of Allegiance will be recited by our salutatorian, Krista Lopez. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now the Texas Pledge. I pledge allegiance, honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
On this Memorial Day, we would like to recognize those who gave their lives in defense of our democracy. We will now have a moment of silence in memory of our loved ones who have passed on, including former Superintendent Dr. Marcus Nelson and our beloved Assistant Principal, Mrs. Alma Ramos. Thank you. You may be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce our distinguished platform guests. They are members of the LISD Board of Trustees. Honored guests, when I call your name, please stand and be recognized. LISD Board President, the Honorable Hector J. Garcia. LISD Board Vice President, the Honorable Hector J. Noyola. LISD Board Parliamentarian, the Honorable Dr. Benita Ramirez. LISD Board Trustee, the Honorable Ricardo Garza. And LISD Board Trustee, the Honorable Guadalupe Gomez. Our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Sylvia Guerra Rios. Also joining us on stage is U.S. Congressman for the 28th Congressional District, the Honorable Dr. Henry Cuellar. Joining us as well is City Councilman, the Honorable Albert Torres. We would also like to welcome Assistant District Judge David Garcia. this time, I would like to acknowledge the superintendent's cabinet members and central office staff. Please stand and be recognized. I would like to recognize the J.W. Nixon High School Campus Administration and Counseling Team. Please stand and be recognized. As well as the senior counselor, Mr. Ricardo Alvarez, and class sponsor, Ms. Graciela Sauceda. I am very proud to recognize the Nixon High School teachers and staff. Please stand and be recognized. And thank you for all you do. And most importantly, I would like to thank the parents and the families of the graduates. Please stand and be recognized. Also joining us today are the proud parents of the class of 2021, Valedictorian Daniela Caballero, Mr. and Mrs. Juan and Maria Caballero. And proud parents of the salutatorian, Krista Lopez, Mr. and Mrs. Dino and Nancy Lopez. At this time, I would now like to call on LISD Board Trustee for District 4, representing Nixon High School, the Honorable Ricardo Garza.
Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Today is a very important day, not only for your graduation, but this is the transfer in your life where it's not the end of the road, it's the beginning of one. You will move on now in your 20s. You're going to find out and do everything you need to do to set yourself up for the rest of your life. And I pray and hope that you sit down throughout the coming days and think about that for a bit and understand what it is that you have to do to get to where you want to go. More importantly, with everything that you do as a Mustang, do it with all your heart. Fight for it. Don't let anybody discourage you that you can't do it. Go out there and get it done. And whatever else you do, put God first in your life, and all will fall into place. And I hope that each one of you goes through the process that everyone should go through. Whatever you do, if you find the person in your life that you wish to be with, love, and love with all your heart. Today, my job tonight is to offer you my heartiest congratulations. I am so proud of all the class of 2021 has accomplished despite the pandemic that we experienced. Through no fault of your own, you've overcome the pandemic and you showed what true Mustangs do. We work hard and we overcome. But I'm also here to introduce tonight's keynote speaker. I am proud to call Dr. Minita Ramirez, a friend of mine, a fellow Nixon High School graduate from the class of 1979. She's probably one of the most educated persons I know, having earned her bachelor's degree in secondary education from TAMU, a master's degree from Texas A&M University in Kingsfield, and a PhD in higher education from Capella University. She also earned a graduate fellowship from the University of Michigan and graduated from the Governor's Executive Development Program from the LBJ School of Public Affairs at the University of Texas in Austin. But all her life, Minita has been a well-rounded person enjoying the fine arts, especially in classical Spanish dance and castanets, and helping with a family business and ranch. As an educator and mom to her son, Ruben, Minita understands the challenges facing high school students today. She also knows that working with her fellow board members, campus administrators, and parents, we can work together to help our students rise and surmount all challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a Nixon High School welcome to board member and parliamentarian, Dr. Minita Ramirez.
Thank you, Mr. Garza, for that kind introduction. It's humbling. Buenas noches y bienvenidos a todos a esta celebración de graduación. This is a real honor for me today as we celebrate your graduation on Memorial Day. We must take a moment on this Memorial Day to give pause and be grateful to those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for us, for our freedoms. Thank you to all for your service. May God bless you and your families. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to thank the Nixon High School administration, teachers, and staff for the incredible year of success. We look forward with great anticipation to working with all of you next year. And to the parents and family members of our graduates, our deepest congratulations and heartfelt gratitude for trusting the Laredo Independent School District with your most cherished children. Muchas felicidades. And to our graduates, the class of 2021, congratulations, you did it. As a proud graduate of Nixon High School class of 1979, I am truly honored and humbled to be your speaker tonight. When I was sitting in your seat 42 years ago, I would have never imagined that one day I would be standing here giving you this speech. But life's blessings are abundant, and they will be for you as well. This is a true testament to understanding that we do not know where life's journeys will take us. But today, you have so much to celebrate. As I sat to gather my thoughts for tonight, I contemplated on just the right message that I wanted to share with you. I wanted to give you insight to life, at the same time to inspire you. I struggled to find the perfect words, the perfect sentences, and the perfect quotes. And I realized that there is no such thing as perfect. So what I have to tell you is simple, and something you may know, but have yet to accept. Your life's success is your story, your history, and every day you're adding to that story. As you look back 12, 13, 14 years of school, you learn how to do things and you learn how not to do things. You learned about reading and writing and math. You learned how to laugh and play and make friends. But most importantly, you learned to be resilient and overcome. You have courageously propelled yourselves forward during these last 15 months of the pandemic and pressed on to finish this part of your educational journey. As you know, history has a way of repeating itself. So this is your opportunity to learn from it, grow, choose what works and what doesn't. Put the things that work in your backpacks and keep going. See, you are the prayers, hopes, and dreams of your parents, grandparents, and ancestors. They trust that you will know and accomplish more than those that came before you. You've been given a solid foundation from your teachers, administrators, family members, and parents. They are your heroes. They are the giants to make the next generation better than yours. The pandemic gave you challenges few could have prepared for, yet you made it. And tonight is the pinnacle, the event that should and will give you the confidence, strength, and vision to continue on your awesome life journey. Rudy Bridges, a civil rights activist, speaking at Tulane University's commencement said, and I quote, "You see, class of 2021, Opportunities come packaged in many boxes, and it often shows up with no return address. The sender is history, and she does not accept returns. Once the package is open, you accept the gift and you embrace the demands attached to it. So, opportunity has reached your doorstep. You are prepared to open the gift. The gift is your future. You have basic knowledge and skills. Now, go out and get the degrees and tools you need for the next part of your journey. Remember, your generation is the most diverse, the most accepting, and the most inclusive. Our communities and country need you. I urge you to be responsible citizens, to vote and make your voices heard, to advocate for those less fortunate, and to know that you can spread respect, dignity, acceptance, and kindness. Our world needs that now more than ever. Remember, life's not perfect. It is quite the opposite. But life is progress. A journey we take with people we love, and there's no such thing as a perfect life. Understand that nothing in life is free. Learn everyone has problems. It's how you choose to solve those problems over time that will separate you into a category of success. Remind yourself that you are not perfect, but you are striving to be as great as you can be. That someone else's perfection is just that, someone else's. Accept that it's okay to be different and that your ability to cope, deal, and respond will help guide you towards happiness. Education, experience, and editing your life's roadmap will lead you to a desire for excellence and success. And I urge you to keep the following in mind. Taking responsibility for your own actions means not blaming others for everything that happens to you. To be kind, helpful, and respectful of yourself and others. And that happiness comes from within you, not from someone else. Know that you will have failures and that the greatest learning comes in reflecting on those failures and making the necessary changes within yourself and your actions. Don't forget to thank those who have helped you. Hug those you love often and say you're sorry when you hurt someone. And most importantly, believe in yourself and the higher being that you believe in. In closing, know that you are strong in your courage, resilient in your faith, humbled by your love, and admired for your learning. And always, always, always remember where you came from. We are Mustangs from dear old Nixon High. We are forever green and gold. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Garza and Dr. Ramirez. As the son of two migrant parents, Dr. Henry Cuellar has served as state representative, Texas Secretary of State, and now as U.S. Congressman. No stranger to the Nixon family from the class of 1974, please join me in welcoming our Congressman, Dr. Henry Cuellar.
Thank you. Thank you again so much. Friends and family, it's an honor to be here with the J.W. Nixon Mighty Mustangs class of 2021. To the superintendent and to the school board of trustees, to the educators, to the staff, and to the entire staff of this wonderful independent school district, I say job well done. Job well done. It was a very difficult year, as it's been said. We haven't seen anything like this in the last 102 years, but I'll tell you what, the faculty, the superintendent, the trustees, everybody, along with the families, got together and they persevered and they got through this pandemic, and we are going to be stronger. And there's one more thing to do as we start this next year. We got to get ready to open up the schools. With $125 million that the federal government has sent, with the vision that the board has, this fall we will open up the schools again in a safe way. To the parents, let me say this. Parents are like a tree of life. The parents will provide the shade to the students. The parents will provide the fruit, the nourishment to our children. And when the storms get bigger, the parents will provide the shelters for our children. And this is what you have done. Padres, muchas gracias. Finally, to the graduates, let me give you one story so I can conclude. You know, we all start at the same place. We all start with the same innate abilities, but it all determines, a lot of it is how much you put work, how much work you put in, how much willpower you put into it. But it's very, very important that you always finish the race, and I'll tell you this story. Back in 1968, the Olympics were held in Mexico City. You had the best people from the best athletes from all over the world. And I'll talk about one particular event, the marathon. So you had the best runners from all over the world. They all came to Mexico City to compete. And as you know, they started off in the stadium. They went into the streets of Mexico City. They all ran off. After hours, you had the first place winner finish, got out from the streets of Mexico City, got into the stadium, ran the last 440 meters. And then from there, you had the second place, the third place, and the fourth place winner, and so on. At the very end, when they were about to turn off the lights of the auditorium and people had already walked out, the audience had walked out, here comes this last person. He walks into the stadium. People were looking at this because all the other folks had finished the race already. But here this person was coming in very slowly. They were laughing at him. But then after a while, they saw that laughter turn into admiration, because with every step that he took, they could see that he had pain radiating up his legs. Finally, as he slowly made around the stadium, a reporter went up to him and said, "I don't understand. You could have stopped outside. You could have avoided the laughter. You could have avoided the humiliation in many ways, but you still finished the race." And this person said, "I come from a small African country. My country sacrificed a lot to send me here to the Olympics. They sacrificed a lot. And they send me here not to start the race, but to finish the race. And this is what we're asking you, not only to start the race, but to finish the race. You will fall, but we're not going to judge you by how many times you fall. We will judge you by how many times you get up. And this is why, as Manita said a few minutes, Dr. Ramirez said a few minutes ago, we need you. Laredo needs you. The state of Texas needs you. The country needs you. We need you. We need the scientists, the innovators, the teachers, the doctors. We need you in whatever field you're going to go, whether it's a job or even the military. We need you. The world needs you. And this is why I am so happy to say that I am so happy to be here with you, so proud of you, just like your parents and the educators. And with that, I say thank you, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Before I sit down, I'm going to borrow this tradition from Rick. I'm going to ask the valedictorian and the salutatorian to please come up. I have 2 United States congressional points that I would like to present to both of the students. Thanks, Rick.
Thank you, Dr. Cuellar. And now, our leader, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Silvio Rios, will share a few words with our graduates.
Members of the LISD Board of Trustees, honored guests, parents, families, and soon-to-be graduates of the mighty Mustang class of 2021. It is a pleasure and a privilege for me as Superintendent of Schools to address you tonight. De parte de nuestra mesa directiva escolar de LISD, les ofrezco un saludo muy sincero y de todo corazón a todos que atienden este evento esta noche. Without a doubt, this school year has been like no other. Yet the traditions of our district and those in every one of our high schools have survived the scourge of COVID. As our seniors celebrated their wins, endured their defeats, joined their classmates at homecoming, celebrated in May, danced at their proms under the stars, and perhaps courageously stood in line waiting for their COVID vaccine. Thank you, seniors, for being that courageous. Thank you, parents, for encouraging your children. And on behalf of our Laredo ISD family of educators and Board of Trustees, I extend our most sincere and heartfelt thanks to every teacher, every staff member, every administrator and parent, abuelitos y abuelitas, friends and family, who have done all that they can to provide you with the opportunity to succeed. To the mighty class of 2021, I hope that you will in some way find meaning in the words of Johanna McBride, who this year received her Bachelor of Science in Nursing from Boise State University. LISD class of 2021, I ask you to please listen to these 4 phrases and see if you can take some part of these phrases back with you after the celebrations tonight so that you can take these words into your heart and create some kind of meaning in these phrases. Behind you, all your memories. Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. Within you, all you need. So what does this mean? Let the memories that you have gathered from the day you were born serve to give you strength when you feel helpless. Let these memories be the light that guides you in the darkness that at times may just seem too overwhelming. Let these memories of learning, let these memories of friendship sustain you. Before you, all of your dreams. And as Dr. Ramirez has stated, and as Congressman Cuellar has stated, you need to dream of tomorrow, understanding that tomorrow may not be the tomorrow that you have envisioned. Your dreams are simply a reflection of the goals that you have set for yourself. And they require, more than anything else, a firm commitment to work for these dreams, to realize them even if they change along the way. All around you, those who love you. There will be times like this one when you will need those who have comforted you, who have brushed away your tears when you fell down, those who have chased away the monsters who you thought were hiding under your bed or in your closet. Those who will stand by you today, in the past, and from this day forward, with every decision that you make, regardless of the decisions that you make. They will be with you in your victories and in your defeats. They will believe in you. And now you need to be able to believe in yourself so that you can finish the race that Dr. Cuellar is talking about. Within you, all that you need. I am so confident that every one of you, regardless of your ranking, from number 1 to the very last student ranked in this class, I am confident that you have the skills, that you have the strength, that you have the willingness and the ability to go forward and make something of yourself. Why? Because there is someone sitting out there. There is someone maybe at home who is waiting for you to be better than they are, to hope for what is better beyond you. And I am confident that you're going to stand up, that you're going to be strong, that you're going to gather all of your dreams, your memories, and all who love you to support you. Graduation, as everyone has said here, is not the last step. It is the next step in the pursuit of your dreams. Whether you choose to attend a university, seek a career in the workforce, or enlist in our country's armed services, who today we are honoring their memory, I know that your parents, teachers, and our community will continue to support you and carry you if they have to. They will carry you on to that next step. Know that you will make mistakes along your journey, and some may drastically change the course of your life. But the true test of your character is how you respond to the challenges, how you respond to the opportunities. As Tony Robbins said, the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. And I want you to remember that. Your journey does not end here. It begins here. It continues here. So, go, be great, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord will be with you wherever you go. Joshua chapter 1, verses 1 through 9. Congratulations, God bless, felicidades, mil gracias, y que Dios siempre los bendiga.
Thank you, Dr. Diaz. My Mustangs, class of 2021. Mark Twain once said, "The two most important days in one's life are the day you are born and the day you find out why." 4 years ago, we began our high school journey together. You as students and I as your new proud principal. I can truly say that this class has proven to be resilient as you've survived virtual learning, a Texas freeze like no other, and a global pandemic. Tonight, as you sit here, surrounded by your family, friends, and classmates, waiting to receive your diploma, you are one step closer to finding your why, your purpose. Each one of you has unique personal aspirations for the future. hoping to fulfill them one day. When you first embarked in your high school journey, you all sought different courses and extracurricular activities that best suited your interests, abilities, and personalities. Many of you are leaving high school with college hours, career certifications, and life lessons that will continue to impact your lives for years to come. I feel confident that you are well equipped to withstand tomorrow's challenges. After tonight, you will become high school graduates ready to begin the process of defining your purpose in life. Regardless of what your purpose is, it must ignite a spark to serve others and create the changes you desire for the benefits of humanity. But above all, your purpose must provide you with an undeniable feeling of satisfaction and selflessness. I can already visualize the future nurses comforting and caring for their patients, the future teachers instructing and guiding their students, the future engineers and welders building a better tomorrow, and the future servicemen and women securing our freedom. The class of 2021 achieving goals and fulfilling their purpose with pride and dignity. This class is special to me because together we opened a new chapter of our lives. We overcame challenges and we created lasting memories as your proud principal and a proud mom. Tonight, as I proudly watch you walk off this field, this chapter ends and a new one begins. Congratulations, class of 2021, and remember that you are forever green and gold. At this time, it is an honor to recognize the class of 2021 Valedictorian and Salutatorian. Our 2021 Valedictorian is Daniela Caballero. And our 2021 Salutatorian is Krista Lopez. Both received a plaque as a remembrance of their high academic achievements. At this time, your valedictorian, Daniela Caballero, will deliver her speech to her classmates.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have gathered to honor the class that never physically went to class, the class of 2021. First, I would like to begin by thanking the people that made it possible for all of us to be here today. LISD Board of Trustees, Superintendent Dr. Rios, Principal Ms. Mendoza, Counselors Mrs. Jackson, Mr. Alvarez, teachers, staff, custodians, and parents. We are a direct reflection of your dedication for the past 4 years, a class composed of talented athletes, artists, entrepreneurs, musicians, and scholars who will go on to lead a promising future as we make the transition to college, trade school, the workforce, or to serve our country. On our behalf, thank you. This high school experience was far from traditional. Maybe your final season didn't end as expected, or you didn't get to check off everything your freshman self said you would do. The point is, we get caught up thinking about the future and the list of goals we have to meet by senior year. When am I going to get my driver's license? When am I going to get a job? When am I going to graduate? Is your speech almost over? No, it's not. We forget what truly is important, living in the moment. Meeting your best friends, bonding with your teammates during practice, cracking jokes during class, the sound of cheering at pep rallies and games, feeling the warmth of the Shirley Field lights one last time. These are the experiences that build our character, not earning a gold medal or the highest GPA. As cliche as it sounds, yes, the destination is important, but the journey is what is most impactful. Now, I'm going to take this time to thank some people who have personally helped me on my journey. Primeramente y más importante, mamá y papá, puedo darle mil vueltas al mundo y nunca se compararía al sacrificio que ustedes han hecho por mí. Si llego a ser tan solo un poco de las personas que ustedes son, sería feliz. Los amo. Andrea, Karina, I could not be prouder. You guys are my inspiration, my rock. I will always be there to support you. Thank you to my friends, both the ones I've known for years and the ones I've met this year. You all hold a special place in my heart. Thank you to Mr. De La Cruz for pouring your heart into the UIL program, Mr. De La Garza for bringing us closer as a class through the Interact Club, Mr. Lizondo for hearing out my endless stream of calculus questions, Mr. Chuck Gonzalez for your dedication that allowed us to excel as a robotics team, Ms. Privos and Ms. Ledma for your generosity and patience, and finally, Ms. Boyles, I cannot begin to thank you for all you've done for me as a UIL coach and teacher. You're one of the main reasons I was able to step out of my shell. I am forever in debt. Pun, no pun intended. List of thank yous could go on forever to all the teachers. Just know you definitely made an impact on all of our journeys. With that said, classmates, this moment is yours. 12 years in the making. We are graduating from the same school with the same diploma. You guys are remarkable. Now, let me leave you with 3 pieces of advice. Number 1, cherish life's gifts, your family, friends, and loved ones. Number 2, floss every day. I cannot stress this enough. Number 3, keep an open mind and heart. Centuries ago, people had to adjust the fact that the world was round after years of believing it was flat. We had to adjust to a whole pandemic. Within our lifetimes, we will be inspired by many ideas and or circumstances that will change your path somehow. This is okay, don't be afraid. Find a path that works for you. Class of 2021, I am confident that you will succeed because we are forever green and gold. Thank you.
Students receiving certificates of merit and students with perfect attendance, please stand to be recognized as your names are called. These 23 students represent the top 5% of their class and will be graduating with high honors. Mr. Ricardo Alvarez, Senior Counselor, will read the names.
Thank you, Ms. Mendoza, and congratulations on being your first 4-year class. To the students, as I tried seeing most of you on the way in, congratulations. I haven't seen most of you in a year and a half. We made it, you did it, we're here today. Please smile underneath those masks. At number 23, Certificate of Merit is Delisa Deandra Solis. Please rise. And number 22 is Juliana Guadalupe Arriaga. Please stand. At number 21, we have David Esteban Herrera. Continue, stay standing, guys. If I called your name, stay standing. At number 20, Elizabeth Renee Acosta. Please stand and be recognized. At number 19, Omar Adolfo Medina. At number 18, Alejandra Bianca Caizano. At number 17, America Yarili Ramirez. At number 16, Jorge Alejandro Valderas. At number 15, Samantha Elizabeth Gonzalez Aguilar. At number 14, Miriam Ariana Flores. At number 13, Alexandra Gonzalez. At number 12, Arlith Rojas. At number 11, Ivan de Jesus Villarreal. At number 10, Trisha Merencillo Dampok. At number 9, Alanise Jolie Paul. At number 8, Lydia Isamara Valdez. At number 7, Amanda Victoria Gutierrez. At number 6, Leisha Renee Gonzalez. At number 5, Delilah Marie Ramos. At number 4, Bailey Grace Yeri. At number 3, Juan Andres Martinez Jr. And at Valedictorian, Krista Victoria Lopez. Congratulations. And this year's class of 2021 J.W. Nixon High School Valedictorian, Daniela Isabel Caballero. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you may be seated. At this time, the City of Laredo would like to recognize the graduates and the top 10 students. Please direct your attention to the scoreboard for a message from the Honorable Albert Torres Jr., City Council Member for District 4.
Good evening, graduates, teachers, administration, and proud families of the J.W. Nixon class of 2021. It's hard to believe that after almost 2 years of virtual classes and now mass classes, your time as a high school student has come to an end. Nothing changes the fact that you worked hard, are graduating, and have the future ahead of you. I think you will agree when I say that the past few months have brought us what seems like a renewed sense of appreciation for time and an optimistic outlook for the future. As your council representative, I congratulate each and every one of you on your graduation. From the late night studying to the weekend football games, to the extracurriculars so many of you were involved in, to the sometimes awkward virtual classes you are now accustomed to, you should be proud of all of your accomplishments, no matter how big or small you think they are. You've left your legacy here, and we are all very proud of you. At this time, I'd like to recognize the top 10 students of the graduating class for going above and beyond. You will receive a special certificate of meritorious recognition along with your diploma from the Mayor and City Council for your commendable fulfillment of your high school studies. I'd especially like to congratulate your valedictorian, Daniela Caballero. Keep making us Laredo proud. Class of 2021, dream big. Anything you thought was holding you back last year is no longer standing in your way. Lead with the thinking that anything is possible. Yes, not everything will be easy, but work hard and stay dedicated. Whatever you decide as your future, know that Laredo is your home, and we will always welcome you back. We always need creative, smart, and strong leaders to continue to grow and thrive as a city. I know many of you have that in you. We want your skills, your experience, your thinking, and your leadership to build Laredo's future. We're all rooting for you. Congratulations, J.W. Nixon, class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Torres. In addition, we would also like to recognize a student who has perfect attendance from pre-kinder through 12th grade. Tiffany Reese, please stand and be recognized. We also had 3 students who had perfect attendance in all 4 years of high school. Karina Cruz, Julieta Lopez, and Brenda Ramirez. Please stand and be recognized. Let's give our top scholars another big round of applause. The J.W. Nixon High School Class of 2021 has earned many academic and civic honors. Please help me recognize the following students. Students who have completed the dual enrollment and technical dual enrollment. These students have earned 12 or more college credit hours. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Students who attended the Vidal M. Trevino School of Fine Arts and Communications, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Those students who attended the Savas Perez School for Engineering, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Students who are graduating with honors and a GPA of 90 or above and wearing a gold cord, please stand and be recognized. Look at that. Thank you. Students who are part of the Jose A. Valdez High School, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Students who served on the Principal Student Advisory Council, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Students who have enlisted in the armed forces and will be serving our country, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Students who earned a cosmetology license from the state of Texas, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Students who earned a 30-hour OSHA Lifetime Industry-Based Certification from the state of Texas, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Students who are wearing a pink cord and are CPR certified, please stand and be recognized. Students who are members of the J.W. Nixon High School National Honor Society and Spanish National Honor Society, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And students who served as part of the Superintendent's Advisory Council, please stand and be recognized. Next, we would like to recognize students who have performed community service hours. These students are wearing a white cord. The class of 2021 performed approximately 87,747 community service hours. Students, please stand and be recognized. One senior student went above and beyond their civic duty and earned a total of 3,000 community hours. Soleil Rivera. Soleil was given a token of appreciation for the numerous hours she had given to our community. Soleil, please stand to be recognized. As you can see, the mighty Mustang class of 2021 has many accomplishments and honors. Please give one more big round of applause for the outstanding class of 2021. And now, my Mustangs, the moment that you have been waiting for. Graduates, Please stand. Dr. Rios, please join me at this time to certify the graduates. We ready? I, Cassandra Mendoza, as principal of J.W. Nixon High School, proudly present and certify to the Laredo Independent School District Board of Trustees and Dr. Sylvia Guerra Rios, Superintendent of Schools, that all the candidates before you have met the graduation requirements of the state of Texas, the Texas Education Agency, as well as those of the Laredo Independent School District, and as such are entitled to receive their high school diploma. I present to you the graduates of the class of 2021. Dr. Rios, please accept my recommendation.
All right, class, you're this much closer to turning that tassel around and being an official graduate. With the authority vested in me by the Laredo Independent School District Board of Trustees and the Texas Education Agency, I hereby certify that the members of the graduating class of 2020 have completed all graduation requirements and are hereby proclaimed graduates with all the rights and privileges. Graduates, please move your tassel to the left. Congratulations.
Graduate's name will be read by Ms. Silvia Bravo and by Mr. Jesus Flores.
Elizabeth Renee Acosta. Joe Acosta. Ernesto Adams III. Luis Alberto Agredano Jr. Matthew Anthony Aguilar. Eileen Aguirre. Enrique Alba III. Vivian Odette Alcala. Alexia Alegría. Kevin Alvarado. Hugo Alberto Álvarez Jr. Alfonso Jean-Pierre Amador. Grecia Chanel Amador. Fernanda María Andrade. Caitlin Erica Ángeles. Lázaro Elizardo Arellano. Alejandra Arriaga. Juliana Guadalupe Arriaga. Eileen Arroyo Dominguez. Jonathan Arroyo Dominguez. Carlos Gabriel Ávila. Joanna Ayala. Joel Ángel Ayala. Avril Sarasvati Asamar Eguía. Lesha Pearl Dorado Bacani. Daniel Roberto Baez. Jorge Alejandro Valderas. Mia Nicole Ballesteros. Ángel Gabriel Banda. Kayla Jaslyn Barragán. Leslie Nayeri Barrientos. David Justin Barron. Elisa Batres. Frank Eberto Benavides. James Anthony Bernal. Brianna Angélica Bocanegra. Victoria Alejandra Borjas. Pamela Monique Bovier. Jorge Briones Jr. Luis Ángel Briones Deyes. Jesse Bryan Jr. in absentia. Yaniri Dayan Bustos. Daniela Isabel Caballero. Viviana Lizette Caballero. Alberto Camacho Jr. Virginia Nicole Campos. Jorel J. Cantu. Viviana Arely Cantu. Cynthia Georgina Cantu de la Rosa. Jeremy Lawrence Cárdenas. Jesús Armando Cárdenas. Marlene Cárdenas, in absentia. Janice Carpenter. Alexa Carrion. Jonas Daniel Carrion, in absentia. Juan Carlos Carrizales Jr. Alejandra Bianca Casiano. Mike Anthony Casiano. Isabella Elise Castañeda. Brandon Sebastian Castillo. Nedeline Castillo. Bailey Castro. Jamie Abigail Castro. Rafael Castro. Destiny Lorraine Cavazos. Rosa Isela Cavazos. Daniel Cedillo Jr., Rosalind Ceja, Laura Gabriela Cerda, Daniel Marley Cervantes, Luis Antonio Chacón, Yanitza Gabriela Chapa, Jackie Chung, Bobby Lee Cisneros, Miguel Cisneros IV, Alexander Comparan, Carla Isabel Contreras, Kaylin Contreras, Ociel Yudel Contreras de la Rosa, Julián Alejandro Contreras Torres, Kayla Elaine Correa, in absentia, Michael Angelo Cortez Reyes, Alexis Adrián Cruz, Karina Aseneth Cruz, Brian Marvin Cuevas, Juan Agustín Cumpian Jr., Trisha Merencillo Dampog, Asaris Dandicourt Gore, Armando Davila Jr., Caroline de Hoyos, Ana Karen de Hoyos Cuellar, Jennifer de la Rosa, Homero de Luna Jr., Jennifer de Aquino, Kayla Irene del Barrio, in absentia, Kimberly Citlali Delgado, Enrique Arron Díaz, Iris Esmeralda Díaz, Jacob Javier Díaz, Jocelyn Díaz, Fernando Ricardo Díaz Juárez, Ana Carolina Dimas, Liliana Sofía Domínguez, Sebastian Duarte, Annette Dufresne, Lizette Dufresne, Leoner Ociel Duque, José Valentín Durán Sepúlveda, Ronnie Diane Eller, Jasmine Janelle Escamilla, Jaime Alejandro Esparza, Alexis Espinosa, in absentia, Michelle Espinosa, in absentia, Yarilis Betsabeth Espinosa, Jaime Jesus Esquivel Jr., Jessica Gabriela Estevaney, Kelsey Estrada. I said Michelle Espinosa. Yarilis Betzabeth Espinosa. Rolando Estrada Jr. Pedro de Jesus Favela Jr. Sofia Cristel Felix. Christian Asael Ferdín Ávila. Andrea Aleli Flores. Ángel Manuel Flores. Anthony Flores. Brian Anthony Flores. Brianna Flores. Christian Flores. Christian Jared Flores. In absentia. David Jose Flores. Elizabeth Flores. Matthew Flores. Miriam Adriana Flores. Rodrigo Flores. Jorge Armando Flores Limón. Estrella Viridiana Fraga. Abimael Fructuoso. Jayla Renee Fry. Jasmine Gallardo. Jorge Francisco Gallardo de León. In absentia. Arendida Ruby Gallegos. In absentia. Robert Gallegos. Arturo Galvez III. Christian Omar Gaona. Abraham Isaiah Garcia. Ashley Gabriela Garcia. Austin Garcia. Brianna Garcia. Brian Garcia. Carolina Guadalupe Garcia. Eric Daniel Garcia. Gabriel Alejandro Garcia, in absentia. Haley Nicole Garcia. Hector Anthony Garcia. Jasmine de Jesus Garcia. Joe Matthew Garcia. Joel Orlando Garcia II. Mario Andrés Garcia. Marlene Garcia. Miguel Ángel Garcia Jr. Rigoberto Garcia Jr. Rubén Garcia Jr. César Adrián García Cervantes. Zuleidi Garcia Ochoa, in absentia. Jesus Garza III. Jesus Daniel Garza, in absentia. Juan Ramiro Garza III. Maite Garza. Ariel Michelle Gaitan. Brian Roberto Gomez. Deidra Nicole Gomez. Miguel Ángel Gomez. Victoria Valeria Gomez. Adrián Rolando González. Alexa Alexandra González. Anaí Jaylin González. Elisa Esmeralda González. Jackson Michael González. Joe Stephen González. Leisha Renee González. Mayela Mercedes González. Neideth González. Rosario Guadalupe González. Vanelli Rachel González. Samantha Elizabeth González Aguilar. Joab Osiel González Rivera. Eric Guardiola. Jaime Joel Guardiola. Arturo Iván Guerrero. Evelyn Guerrero. Gabriel Edward Guerrero. Yadira Guerrero de la Rosa, in absentia. Joanna Guadalupe Guerrero Galvan, in absentia. Jose G. Guevara Jr. Amanda Victoria Gutierrez. Francisco Javier Gutierrez. Haley Gutierrez. Haiti Giselle Gutierrez. Joel Alejandro Gutierrez Cortés. Kaylin Ann Guzman. Chris Lashun Hardy Jr. Alexandra Nicole Hernandez. Denise Hernandez. Gabriel Agustín Hernández. José Juan Hernández. Nari Elena Hernández. Rolando Hernández. Sibeth Anaí Hernández. Hugo Ernesto Hernández Briones. Diego Hernández Solís. Héctor Gerardo Hernández Zúñiga. David Esteban Herrera. Lester Herrera Jr. Christian Anthony Iverson. Adam Tristan Jackson. Wesley Alexander Jackson. Bruce Anthony Jimenez. Giselle Jimenez, Gary Juarez, Giselle Lee Lancon, Denise Lara, Jason Lara, Viridiana Lara Calderón, in absentia, Eduardo Lares Jr., Janie Marie Layton, Adrián Leal Jr., Karina Celestina Leal,
Ángel Gabriel Leal Delgado, Dominic Gabriel Lecea, Ángel Gabriel Leija, Erwin Leos Gudino, Alejandro Estebané Lerma, Rodella Hope Lesa, David Eliseo Lira Aguilera, Hugo Alberto Lobo, Alejandro Loera Ríos, Abraham David López, Alexa López, Alma Oriana López, Antonio López Jr., Destiny Kristen López, Jacob Matthew López, Jaden Luis López, Julieta Valeria López, Krista Victoria López Salutatorian, Leslie Melissa López, Louis Drake López, Miriam Arleth López, Noah Isaiah López, Omar López de la Rosa, José Heriberto López Medina, Kevin Said López Reséndiz, Andrea López Orduña, Anthony Albert Luna, Leslie Alejandra Luna, Miguel Ángel Madrigal, Leonard Lee Magaña, Daniela Maldonado, Gabriela Maldonado, Alondra Marchán, Maximus Aurelius Marchán, Arnoldo Marínez Jr., in absentia, Juan Andrés Marínez Jr., Alejandro Martínez, América Guadalupe Martínez, Ana Luisa Martínez, Arturo Martínez Jr., Cristian Eduardo Martínez, Fernando Martínez, Gabriel Isaac Martínez, Haley Jude Martínez, Michelle Lee Martínez, Pedro Martínez IV, Ricardo Martínez. Ruth Martínez. Selene Anaí Martínez Sandoval. Lauren Denise Medellín. Eliza Bernice Medina. Omar Adolfo Medina. Alexis Elicer Medina Enríquez. Aarón Medrano Jr. Lisbeth Medrano. Lisette Medrano. Osvaldo Méndez. Carlos Eduardo Mendoza. En absentia. Victoria Linesa Mendoza. Kevin Fabián Monsiváis. José Luis Montalvo. Álvaro Eduardo Montemayor. Daniel Salvador Montes. David Leonidis Montes. Carlos Saúl Morales López. Alejandro Moreno. Juan Andrés Moreno. Julisa Cristo Moreno. Stephanie Moreno. Ashley Moreno Torres. Alexandra Morín. Oscar Manuel Morón Hernández. José Santos Muñoz III. Ángel Náteras. Alexia René Navarro. Juan Manuel Navarro. Ricardo Daniel Navarro. Emilio Neri Jr. In absentia. Carla Susel Neri. Gabriel Ernesto Noriega. Natalie Nicole Ojeda. Spencer Edward Oldham. Miguel Ángel Ontiveros. Sergio Alexis Ontiveros. Stephanie Alexandra Ontiveros. Joel Dominic Ortega Jr. Laura Yesenia Ortiz. Jada Genevieve Osornia. Giovanni Daniel Padilla. Amanda Victoria Palacios. Ricardo Palacios Jr. Rodolfo Palos Jr. Jacqueline Pascual. Annalise Jolie Paul. Brian Matthew Pedraza. Ricardo Carlos Pedraza. Clarice Diamond Pedrosa. Cassandra Annette Peña. Ajetza Joemi Perales. Evelyn Perales. Kimberly Annette Pereira. Alfredo Miguel Pérez. Evelio Pérez Jr. Javier Pérez Jr. In absentia. Jocelyn Areli Pérez. José Manuel Pérez Jr. Madison Elizabeth Pérez. Rogelio Pérez Jr. Solier Alexa Pérez. Ashley Carolina Pérez Fuentes. Jeremy Giovanni Pineda. América Yalile Ramírez. Brenda Michelle Ramírez. Marianne Ramírez. Raúl Ramírez. Jesús Samuel Ramírez Reyes. Carlos Alejandro Ramírez Zapata. Amber Nicole Ramos. Delilah Marie Ramos. Cassandra Marie Ramos. Rafael Ramos. Raúl Alonso Ramos Jr. Ricardo Antonio Ramos. Robert Ángel Ramos. Zeina Ramos. América Natalia Rayo Machado. Itzel Guadalupe Rey. Benjamín Daniel Reyes. In absentia. Daniel Israel Reyes. José Alejandro Reyes Jr. Brian de Jesús Reyes Rivera. José Arturo Rojas Jr. Sherlyn Ríos. In absentia. Arlette Noemí Ríos Martínez. Antonio Ríos Ramírez. Oscar Alberto Rivera. Annalise Yamelet Robledo. Sofía Marie Robledo. Aaron Robles. In absentia. Esteban Uriel Rocha. Joseph J. Rocha. Abraham Joel Rodríguez. Aline Vanessa Rodríguez. Ana Virginia Rodríguez. Annette Montserrat Rodríguez. In absentia. Citlali Rodríguez. Elías Rodríguez Jr. In absentia. Leticia Rodríguez. María Elida Rodríguez. Marlene Alexandra Rodríguez. Mauricio Javier Rodríguez Jr. Osvaldo Israel Rodríguez. Daniel Rodríguez Ponce. Arlet Rojas. Jamie Lady Román. Jonathan Rosas. Manuel de Jesús Rubalcaba. Saraley Lisbeth Ruiz. Tiffany Nicole Ruiz. Anthony Salas. Jorge Alberto Salas Jr. Andrés Gabriel Salazar. Alejandro Saldaña. Isa Yamila Saldaña. Juan Alberto Saldivar. Liat Saldivar. Andrés Giancarlo Sánchez. Jesús Alejandro Sánchez. Kimberly Ann Sánchez. Sandra Valeria Sánchez. In absentia. Paola Lisette Sánchez García. Carolina San Germán. Gumaro Francisco Santillano. Brianna Lee Santos. Mario Alberto Santos Jr. Paola Lisette Sánchez García. Mario Alberto Santos Jr. In absentia. Angie Marisela Serna. Jonathan Andrew Serna. Francesca Viviana Cifuentes. Dalissa Deandra Solis. Sofía Alejandra Solis. Andrew Alexander Sosa. Lisbeth Gabriela Sosa. Alma Gabriela Sosa Posada. Fernando Francisco Sotelo Jr. Adolfo Gabriel Suárez. Kevin James Talamantes. Natalie Itzel Terrones. In absentia. Oscar Alexander Tijerina. In absentia. Alexis Iván Torres. Jesús Ángel Torres. Natalia Alía Torres. Romeo Torres Jr. Leslie Selene Torres López. Jesús Iván Tovar. Macaulay Jason Tovar. Pablo Ernesto Tovar. Julián Alberto Tovar Arroyo. Frida Alexia Treviño. Jessica Treviño. In absentia. Aliana Irene Trinidad. Roberto Carlos Turubiartes Cabral, in absentia. Lidia Itzamara Valdez. Gerardo Valdez Arce. Vicente Enrique Valenzuela. Ángel Orlando Vázquez. Claudia Lisbeth Vázquez. Leonardo Gael Vázquez. Alejandro Giovanni Vázquez. Daniela Michelle Vázquez. Yair Vázquez. Valentina Vela. Kayla Janelle Velázquez. Ivan Ventura. Claudio Villa. Héctor Eduardo Villanueva. Andrea Michelle Villarreal. Damien Villarreal. Ivan de Jesús Villarreal Jr. José Alberto Villarreal. Juan Francisco Villarreal Jr. Kimberly Marie Villarreal. Michelle Villarreal. Nadine Villarreal. Sabrina Villarreal in absentia. Elías Villarreal Castillo. Haley Michelle Villaseñor. Isabella Waldo. Bailey Grace Yeary. Wendy Zamora. Kayla Nicole Zavala.
Once again, congratulations to all the graduates and their families. I want to remind everyone that the Laredo Independent School District is still offering vaccines here at Shirley Field for those of you who are interested. Graduates, please remain in your seats until it's time for your row to exit. We need to ensure that we still continue to practice social distancing. Parents, I ask that you remain in the stands until all students have exited the field. My Mighty Mustangs, please stand for your alma mater and our fight song. In closing, I would like to thank our entire Nixon staff for making this graduation a memorable event. Seniors, thank you for being an incredible class, a class that I will never forget, the class of 2021, forever green and gold. Our graduation ceremony has concluded. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seats and allow our graduates to exit the field. Thank you for joining this evening and have a safe night.